Good evening and salutations, our soap opera fans. So, question tonight: Has has General Hospital Lois been wasted since her return? Now, of course, I'm not joined by myself. I'm joined by the one, the lovely, the beautiful, the talented, the amazing Danny Bear 87. And you looking good today.
Thank you.
I like
Not
it.
quiet. This dog. Well, thank you
So
very much
yeah,
for the
well,
compliments.
it's true. So anyway, not to get sidetracked on your beauty, which is amazing, but what do you think of the question? Do you think she's been wasted since her return?
Oh yes, because I'm like, what is she back here for? I mean, she had that little stuff with Tracy, but then Tracy left, so now it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah. I Here's the thing. She's a fan favorite, right? She's been on the show before I started watching it. People are happy that she's back. Great, but I feel like it's like she's a shiny toy, but she's not doing anything. Like, okay, great. It took y'all a while. Yeah, finally got her back. And what have y'all been doing since then? Nothing. They gave her a story with Gloria, this mob thing. Tell me, okay, what are your thoughts about that whole Gloria and what was his name, Petro, that the mob guy? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know what his name was. I just thought it was stupid. I was like, really? Lordy. And just another way to ruin the Q's Thanksgiving. I'm like, Lord, just give them a regular Thanksgiving already. It's been going on for too long. And then Yuri's gonna help. And then they invite the dude into the Q's house. Like seriously, Monica need to come back and tell all these people to get out of her house.
Exactly, because it is her house, and if you question her, she will sit there. And Alan gave her the house, so it's her house. So yeah, but what did you thought about the whole? Like, did you expect it to be better than what it was? Or were you just like, yeah, this is exactly what I expected?
I expected it to be stupid, but secretly hoping, maybe they could do something nice. But no. But at least it kind of left out some drama. Besides Anna confronting Nina finally. I'm like, oh lordy, go spend time with your granddaughter. Yeah,
Yes,
go
very
sit there,
true.
get in Nina's face, and then talk to Sunny. I'm like, go spend time with your granddaughter. Forget about your drama with your boyfriend and your stalkers.
You can multitask. You can multitask. Now, one other thing I will sit there and say before we get to that point, going back to the Gloria thing, is they should have got Sonny because the only thing that wound up happening is now you have a senior citizen that can't play bingo because of his loud ass obnoxious wife. It was good, Tamara. It was good, Jakaris. Thank you for joining. That's the only thing that came from it. It was like, okay, so now she's not allowed to play bingo. Like, how does that even look? Like, you're supposed to be this mob guy. You went to the houses where you can set an 87-year-old woman straight.
That's
Really?
stupid. And plus, Sunny was just talking about how much Gloria likes him. So then why didn't they have any scenes? Like she gave him the recipe that Lois doesn't even know about. So I was like, okay, so then why didn't they have scenes? And Sunny
Yeah,
and Lois has only had one scene. I'm like, what sense does this make? Whatever. Okay.
yeah. I'm not really understanding that. And yeah, going to at first I sat there with Nina and I was like, Anna coming at Nina. It's like Nina tried to do something to help Valentine, but I see where Anna's coming from because Anna was like, you enable Charlotte. If you would have turned that stuff in, I wouldn't have wound up shooting Charlotte. So this, what I'm saying, like you're just as much a part of this. So I understand where Anna was coming from.
Yeah, just not the time and place. Give it a rest for at least Thanksgiving and spend time with your granddaughter. And then get in Nina's face and tell Sunny. She still hasn't told Sunny either. I was like, she's left that part out. I was like, okay. And it's really nice because anybody else would have been told Sunny about this.
Hmm. Now, Jakara said, "I don't think Lois is being wasted." So, what have you liked about her since? What have you liked about her since she's returned? This has always been my thing. Like, I don't mind a character being back, great, but if you don't give them anything to do, it's like, what was the point of her being back? Like they did, I felt like the stars aligned. Like clearly wasn't working out on Bold and the Beautiful, so she left because she's not getting paid. So y'all had this in the basket as far as getting Lois to be back. You get her back. What have you done with her? You know, and maybe there's still
And,
time, but
I mean, yeah, and I thought that she would be, a little more in the Eddie Main storyline too. I mean, that wrapped up pretty quickly once she came back. I was like, I thought maybe, she would come between Ned and Olivia for a minute, but no. But I mean, I think the good stuff about it is that she's actually spending time with Brooklyn versus, going off other places and doing other stuff.
mm, you know, yeah, it's funny because somebody else said the same thing. Brooklyn needs her mom. It was good cleaning this out. I just listen. Family ties is important. I get that. Spend time with your daughter. I'm not saying that she has to be front and burner, but y'all haven't given her much to do, and I feel like she's only there because um I feel like she's partly there just because of fan service. People want her back on the show. They want her. They just I don't know. I just she's been disappointing so far, and hopefully they'll get her to do something, some sort of story. She doesn't have to be with Ned, but give her something. That's my issue.
Yeah. And kind of like, looks like she was going to help with the deception stuff, but then, since Tracy's gone, nothing more has been coming of that. Well, that part of the storyline, anyways. But, I mean, I like Lois, and I enjoy her scenes with Brooklyn. But yeah, I just wish, she could have came to town with a secret or something.
Yeah, stop it.
Everybody else
Exactly. It's a soap opera.
had,
Yes.
yeah, secret boyfriend or some drama she done started with her mom at bingo.
Yeah, something that would kind of spice things up a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like most people just like the fact that she's back because they like her pretty nails, her Brooklyn accent. That's cute. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But give us something more than just the fact that she's there. You know. Um, what else has been going on with this whole thing? You got so many people that know Nina's secret at this point. It's like you have
Someone
okay,
tell
and this yes,
it.
exactly yes. Okay, and this is something else I want to sit there and ask you. Do you feel sympathetic towards Nina at this point? When Michael's concerned, do you feel sympathetic towards her?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, because Michael's being a butthead. It's just a way for him to torture her when he could just, it'd be just better if he just told everybody. Because I'm like, who's he really protecting? Because, people are going to pick up, that, Nina keeps changing her mind about, wanting to spend time with Wiley and Amelia and Willow. She's lying, and which is really obvious. She's not doing a very good job at it. And everybody's like, they know that she's been pushing for this moment, and now it's here, and now she all of a sudden's got business trips and stuff. I was like, and Michael's, I don't understand where Michael is going with this. I'm like, what is the point of this? Just dragging us out. Just go out and tell everybody what's going on. What is wrong with you? Lordy, this dog. No,
Hmm.
Nina telling herself or Ned put it into this or something. Just end it because this storyline. They just need to end like all these storylines at this point because they're all it's just dragging on way too long. Just need fresh stuff, really.
Hmm. Okay. What's good, Anthony? What's good, Spiderquake? Yes. I will sit there and say, good to see you. See your Chewing Albert. Here's the thing. I feel like they're trying to paint Nina like the victim. Like it's sympathy for Nina because let's just be clear. Let's just keep it 100. Okay, this is all Nina's fault. Okay, yeah, Carly and Drew is the one that did the crime, so it's not like she just fabricated the evidence, but she did that out of an emotional response, right? But now you have Michael come across as the big bad bully, and he's just sitting there making sure that she can't spend time with her grandchildren and her daughter, and it just comes across like he's being extra, like he's being so extra. Even Willow's like, can you not do this in front of our son? Can you just kind of chill out? So it's like they're trying to paint her like the victim, but it's like, come on, seriously, we know what it is. Don't try to switch this thing around now.
But Michael is being a butthead because he knows how much Wiley keeps asking about Grandma Nina.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, when this all comes out, he's gonna be looking like an ass too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Willow might be mad at Nina, but she's gonna be mad at Michael too for lying.
And controlling.
Yeah, being very controlling. Like what you said to Nina, I'll tell you when you can see my family or something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's her daughter and her grandchildren. You're just the sperm donor, okay? You can get pushed
Damn.
away. I don't like him. He get on my nerves.
See, exactly, and that's the point. That is the point. Is that you're making somebody who is being more annoying than Nina to make Nina feel like to make Nina come across as the victim. Because let's be honest, this dude's acting like a dick. Let's just keep it out. He's acting like a dick. Um. So yeah, I find it very interesting. Plus, he got his own secrets too. When Sonny finds out about him, when Sonny finds out about Dex, it's going to be a wrap.
Yeah, that's
It'll be
why
a
I
wrap.
want I want Nina to find that out, so she could either use it against him, or if the SEC stuff comes out first, then she finds that out and then tells it. Then, Sonny will just like forget about the SEC stuff, forget about that stuff. You try to send me to prison, that's gonna be a bigger deal, I think, than the SEC stuff. Because I still don't understand why Sonny even cares about Drew. Because him and Carly didn't even like Drew when he was in town. They just changed his entire storyline to fit Carly's world because she needed a man since Jason
Yeah.
was dead. That's all it was. I'm like, they should have just made Cameron an entirely different character because they just messed up everything that is Drew. I mean, I
Yeah.
know Drew was a made up character, but still, he was still on for like a couple of years, so we saw how he was. You know, that's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with that because Drew was a family man at heart. He chose to sit and be with Sam and the kids over Sonny and Carly and the lifestyle. Even the legit businesses, he was like, no, I'm good. Now he comes back and he's all up Carly's yada yada yada. So if that's not character assassination, I don't know what is.
Yeah, Drew would have not went to prison for Carly and Sonny. No. And he was a much better friend to Curtis, too. He's seen Curtis how many times since he got shot?
Yeah, I will sit there and say this though. Since the writers have returned back, they did kind of close out a lot of storylines though. Since the original writers actually came back, there was stuff that they did that closed it out. Was good, Dolly. Thank you for joining. So I give him a little bit of credit, but I feel like it's going to go back into slowage again. They're going to sit there and stall. When you had the Skype writers, at least they start moving stuff along. The wedding was supposed to be in February for Nina and Sonny, and it happened a lot sooner because of the Skype writers. So I give him props for that.
Oh, yeah, it's true. There's supposed to be a cliche Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
Oh, goodness. But
So
yeah,
yes, what?
but there's still some stuff that really needs to be wrapped up. Like, what is the point of this Pikeman stuff?
Yes, and thank you. Yes, and that's another.
There's
Yes,
still
and
I'm
that
like,
and
is
that's what we're gonna get into
Valentine
next. Yes.
I was like, is Valentine really in with them or something? Or what is? And who's this Brennan dude? He looks familiar. Has he been on the show before? Or he's been on something I've watched? Because it looks hella familiar.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably been on something I watched as well. Um, yes, and we're gonna get to that right now. So, what do you think? Do you think that Sonny made a mistake by not working with Pikeman, by not turning down all that moolah?
Yeah, because Pipeman tried to kill him. Dex might not be there the next time. Nah, I think there's some other shady stuff going with them. I don't know what it is, but that Brennan dude, he just looks like trouble. But it kind of sucks that if he's really the main person in Pac-Man, because they could have used this opportunity to bring back an old villain or I don't know somebody from Sonny's past that we've known about but not seen or heard from or something. I don't know. Or
Hmm.
maybe he's from somebody else's past and is trying to go through Sunny to get to them. I don't know. But I will give it a chance. I try to give storylines a chance to play out before I judge. But, if they want me to care about this Pac-Man storyline, then they need to show it a little more and get to the point of it.
Okay. What's good? What's good, Ronnie Ron? What's good, 19? I'm just gonna call you 19. Oh, and let me ask this one question before we get back to it. Ron asks, ask Danny Bear, what's her take on the cold baby being taken away from her?
That's definitely karma coming for her for the whole Sydney and Grace thing a
Yep.
decade ago. But I do feel for her because, I do love Nicole. And that's one thing that I've always known from her characters that she's wanted to be a mom. And she's had so many miscarriages, and she finally was able to carry a baby to term. And then now she thinks that he's dead. But now, well, she knows, she's pretty sure that Eric and Sloane's baby is hers, which is correct. So at least she knows that because in baby switch storylines, it's always the mother or the father. They seen the baby, but they don't pick up that that's their kid. But Nicole's picked it up. But my
Hmm.
fear is they're gonna think that she's crazy and send her to baby. It's like as soon as she said that this is my baby, I'm like, oh lordy, they about to lock her up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Spider Quick, yeah, she showed up yesterday. Um, yeah, just going back on GH, yeah, I thought that was a bad mistake. Sonny asked all these questions, and they're like, "Yo, listen, we ain't the cops. That's not our problem. You here to sit there and run business for us." And Sonny's sitting there thinking, "Well, if I stop taking money from them, then they'll just leave me alone." How long have you been a mobster? Like, what?
I think he's been soft since he's been Mike. 'Cause it seems like he's just like making some mistakes here and there. But yeah, I just have a feeling that something bad about to happen to somebody. Somebody about to get blown up, shot, kidnapped, the use.
Now, before we end the general hospital stuff, I want to quickly talk about Ava. Why the hell Ava got that picture or whatever? Why does she not tell Sonny? You would think the first time she didn't tell Sonny, he was the last person to know. He was the last person to sit there and try to help. You have this opportunity now to sit there and tell Sonny, and once again you decide to keep your mouth shut. Why? What's good, Laura B? What's your take on that?
Oh, Lordy. I think she, Lordy. I don't know what's going on with my Ava girl. She's just losing it. Yeah, especially since Sunny was just talking to her. It's like, if you killed Austin, let me know now. And then she could say, here, I didn't kill him, but here, this is the person I killed him, find him. Or she could have went to Spinelli too. You could have dusted it for prints or something, figure out where the card was printed at. I don't know, stuff that he used to do back in the day, but they don't use him like that no more. Yeah, like it's apparently he's not helping out with Georgia either, trying to make him look like a deadbeat dad. Lordy. Yeah, and then she gonna throw it in the fire. Just like they burned Esme's stuff after she threw her off the parapet. They were trying to get more information about Esme. They fought over the papers, but then they still ended up burning it. I'm like, Ava, have you not learned anything? I don't think she's in her right mind, Lordy. I think that kidnapping messed her up.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, going on Days of Our Lives, Nicole. My whole thing is I don't feel bad for her because she did that to Sammy all those years ago. And the thing is, while she's crying, she's upset and everything like that. It's like you put all that stuff that you're feeling, you made Sammy feel. So why should I sit there and feel bad for you? On top of that, it's not like she's not going to get her child back. So yeah, I'm not, no, nope. I'm a dick. I give no F's.
Mm. Well, Sammy's on my shit list now, so I'm more Team Nicole.
So, and speaking of, well, not even Sammy, but like a Sammy like character, which is Sloane. What do you think of her desperate ass at this point?
Lord, that child just went from awesome to hella freaking pathetic. Like seriously, she don't want a kid. She's one of those people that just doesn't look like she would be want a little brat spitting up on her. No, she's like this hot child attorney, gorgeous chick that just goes and gets what she wants, and then she's trying to play house with Eric of all people. Lordy Jesus. This is pathetic, and there's no real reason for her to do this. If she wants Eric to have a baby, then she could have just simply told Eric, "Here, Nicole, you're Nicole's baby daddy, not Eric. I mean, not EJ." It doesn't make any sense. With Nicole's, when she did the switch with Grace and Sydney, at least Nicole was doing it so that EJ could be in Sydney's life because Sammy was trying to keep EJ away from Sydney. So the only real bad thing she did to EJ was that not tell him that Sydney was Sammy's daughter and that their baby died. With Stallone, what really is the motive to doing this? It doesn't make any sense. Especially since you've been found out this early on. Nicole, it took a while before they picked up on it. But you got Dimitri and Leo's gonna eventually find out. And that doctor, I'm sure is gonna come back for some more money for something. It's just a really big mess for no reason. That's all. Just to create some drama or whatever.
Hmm. Now, Dolly's like, I'm with you. Let Nicole cry to Christmas. She's been traveling for too many years. Um, and yes, my whole thing is, the doctor's gonna want more money, and I'm like, good, squeeze them for all they're worth. I'm totally with it.
Waste of money.
Yeah,
Waste
and
of
that's yeah, she's spending all this money. And here's the thing: I don't even think that she actually really wanted to be a mom in the first place, but she
money.
wanted to do it because of Eric. I, I'm like, I don't know what that man has. I don't think I want to know, but what he doesn't have is a damn job. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, going over to Holly and Johnny, right? What do you think of that situation?
Oh Lordy. Holly is definitely her mother's child, Lordy. If that's not a mini Nicole. But it's stupid. Just another reason to cause problems for Johnny and Chanel for no reason. Like seriously, leave them alone already. Ugh. Holly, you have Tate. Okay, go get with him. Lordy. I don't even know what she's even trying to do. What is she? Is she trying to get him in bed, or is she just trying to get him to fall for her, or what? I don't get it. And I don't get why is Tate even helping her? Lord, you should just tell Chanel so that they can just find a way to scheme to get her away from Johnny. I don't know. That whole thing. Oh lordy. I don't even
Mm.
know what to say about that. And she's rude. She talked Eric into doing a DNA test, and then she lets her mom go to the hospital by herself while she go and talk to Johnny when they live together. So she has plenty of time to spend with him without Chanel being there. Because he don't got a
Yeah,
job either, so she could talk to him at home while Chanel's working. Lordy.
very true. Now, I'm gonna get on that in a second, but Ron has a question for you. You want to read that one out?
Asked Danny if she watched Passions because Tabitha had a baby and she was way older than Sheila. So I wanted her Sheila to have a baby really bad. Yes, Passions, that's my all time favorite soap opera. And that scene with Tabitha and Julian, Megan and Dora is still stuck in my head. Oh Lord, that show was just crazy. They could just do anything and just get away with it. So I agree. If Tabitha can have a baby, then Sheila can have a baby too. And
There
she
you are,
should.
Ron. That,
Because Finn is an ungrateful little, I will be nice.
now we're gonna okay. Now we're gonna get to that next. So we got some stuff to talk about. But just going on the Holly story. The problem that I have with Holly in general is that she's 16 years old, right? Let's just sit there and say her plan works. She managed to break up Johnny and Chanel. Are we gonna sit there and be watching this dude with a minor now? Like, is this cool? Like, this is gross.
That's
Like,
so creepy. I mean, Johnny's still young, but still he's above 18. He's got to be at least mid 20s, and
yeah,
she's
he's like
16.
he's 20. Yeah, exactly.
And he's known her since she was a kid. So it's like that's just ugh. And
Yeah,
you
it's
really think that
gross.
you really think that Nicole and EJ will be like, okay, yeah, I can date. Lordy, I
Yeah,
don't
what's
think
gonna do on?
she's not thinking. Just like her
I mean,
mama.
well, the thing is, she's 16 years old, which is fine, but just for story purposes, this isn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's 16 years old, so it doesn't matter if she breaks him up or not. I don't see them crossing that line. But then again, I mean, granted, I know certain states you can be 16 and it's okay, but it's still gross. Yes, it's true. You can be 16 in certain states, but it's still gross regardless. Um,
Lordy.
yeah, and
Plus, Johnny loves Chanel. He's not gonna be happy if things end with her again. So he's gonna be mad at Holly if he knows what she's up to. And he's stupid not thinking that Holly's got a crush on him. Like if he's that blind. It's pretty obvious she wants him. Lord, men.
yeah, there's a certain level of stupidity that I can go with. You have to go with in certain shows, but after a while, it's like, come on, bro, seriously? She made you a friend bracelet? Like, come on, bro. Like, this is just. Oh, okay. And Dolly says the crush is literally out of nowhere. At least Sammy's obsession with Austin back in the day came out of trauma.
True.
Yeah, and now you got Leo, so Leo's gonna switch with Dimitri, and then Leo's gonna sit there and lord that over his head. I don't really understand what they're doing with that. I really don't. But I honestly, the last thing I want to sit there and talk about is the Clyde part. Clyde has all this power. I, where did he get this power from? Like he's able to sit there and order hits from jail and stuff like that. The last person I know had that type of power was Cyrus no. And at least the dude actually had money. I
Mhm.
don't get it.
I don't get it either. And why a year later he was going to use Susan against EJ? It takes a year to start start a drug company or drug whatever ring that he had back when he killed EJ over it. So I'm like, okay. And what is with these soap operas having the people in jail be the most powerful people? I don't get it. Cyrus, Ryan, what's her name? Heather. She was able to get out of a maximum security prison to go and kill people. Soap operas, I swear.
Well, it just comes down to plot. So yeah, I just, it's, and then you got Ava. See, here's my whole thing. Ava got tired of the mob. I'm like, why are you sitting there letting this country bumpkin just run you around like there's no tomorrow? Like you can't sit there and call Uncle Joey or whatever the hell his name is and get them, get some help or whatever. If she didn't have ties to the mob, I would understand that. But she does. It's not like, oh, I don't want to be a mob princess anymore. It's like, what are you doing? So now you're running around, you're trying to get keys and taking the evidence from Harrison, and then Harrison's like, bro, you can't sit there and put two and two together and realize that your keys was gone only after she came into the room. Like, come on, seriously?
And it's Stefan too. I'm like, you are Demera. What?
Why are you getting somebody else? Exactly. Why are you not getting somebody else to do your dirty work and you doing it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Hiding around in locker rooms. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're rich.
Yeah. And Salem PD, how did they not see him there? Like I know they had to have cameras around that to see who's going in and out of the room. And I'm like, and especially keys. That doesn't even sound. Now that I think about it, why would they have keys? They should have like key cards so they can log who's going in and out in case stuff goes missing, and you can know who's doing that. Right? Oh, Lordy, that's so bad. They forget what day and age we're in right now, and plus they got all that stuff stuck in the documents. The file system. Oh Lordy. See, that's why my reviews get so long because I start thinking about that stuff while I'm talking. But I didn't think about that when I was doing my review. it just came to me now when I was thinking about cameras. I'm like, oh Lordy, the soap opera. But yeah. Why don't they call Ben and tell him to come get his daddy? You lose your sound?
Yeah, I don't understand why is this so low. Okay, try to say something again.
Hello.
Okay, I can like kind of barely hear you now. But yeah, no, you're exactly right. And this is the problem with these soaps. It's like you put in too much logic. It's like you have no idea what the hell you're doing.
Exactly, and I think too much, so that's what kind of hurts some storylines for me.
Um. Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't really get it. What are you looking around for? Can you hear me well, or can you not hear me as well?
You sound very low.
Yeah, okay. I kind of figured that much. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit there and like close this out and then just reopen it again. So give us a minute and we'll be right back. I'll resend you the link.
Okay.
All right.